Marvel Rivals has some serious problems, and I've written down 7 of the absolute biggest issues this game has. And if these problems are not fixed into 2026, the game is gonna die. The number one issue in Marvel Rivals, in my opinion, is that there are no enforcement for the rules. I'm sure you've had plenty of people throw your game. They have AFK'd. They've said, yeah, I don't like the sound of your voice. I'm gonna AFK now. Or you guys don't deserve this win. I'm gonna throw the game. And at the end of the game, you report them. You tell the opposing team to report them as well. And then they never get banned. You probably run into them again in the future. The reason for this is because the game doesn't have an enforcement for the rules that they put in place. Throwing isn't allowed, but you don't ever actually get banned for doing it. The problem isn't the people throwing the games. The problem is the game not punishing the people who throw games. If you are allowed to throw games, people will throw games. If you don't punish people for throwing, people are going to throw games. That's just how it works. People will do what they can get away with. And if they get someone on their team that they just don't like, or they don't want them declined, they don't want them to win this specific game, they're gonna throw because they can. The game doesn't punish them for that. They need to have systems in place that recognizes when someone is throwing a game, not people having bad games, but people throwing a game, like AFK, like the obvious ones. When they're just AFK, or they're walling off the spawn on Groot or something, these sorts of things are obvious throwing that you would think surely they will get banned. The worst part, in my opinion, is not the people who throw the games. It's the fact that I know nothing will happen to them. I've had plenty of people throw my game. As much as I would like to just be like, yeah, that's okay, he'll get banned, it's not true. That's the worst part about it. Me knowing that he gets away with it. He will do it again. I've had people throw my game and then I'll run into them again. They'll recognize that it's me and they'll say, oh, I'm gonna throw the game now because this guy's here. That's not fun. I want to be able to report him and just know that, yep, he's going to get banned. Sadly, this is not the case. This is the absolute biggest thing. The game needs to fix this. The second biggest issue in Marvel Rivals is the matchmaking. How many times have you gotten into a game where you can see the ranks of the enemy team and you can see that they are heavily higher ranked than you are, and you already know, like, oh my god, this is gonna be a shit game. And even if it wasn't for the rank disparity, because that doesn't happen crazy often, and ranks don't actually tell the full story, there could be smurfs and all kinds of stuff. The most important part about the matchmaking is how unbalanced it feels. Not just rank wise, but how it feels. You'll hop into a game and you'll get completely stomped. Okay, that game sucked. Oh well, we'll hop into the next game. And then this time, now you're the one winning, but you also stomp them. How many times does this happen? You either get stomped or you stomp them. How many games do you actually get where it's 50-50? Man, this was a close game. I've had games where they've been really close. It's been a tight fight. Games like that are the fun games. Like, even if I lose, I'm like, I did a really good job. It was close. It was fun. Usually it's more fun when you win, but I'd rather lose a close, tight game where I felt like I've learned something and become better as a player than win a complete freaking stomp. I mean, it's pointless. You don't learn anything from stomping, and you don't learn anything from getting stomped. This is something I learned ages ago back when I was scrimming in Overwatch. Like, if you're getting stomped by the other team because they're just that much better, it's hard to learn much as a team. Like, what did we do wrong? I mean, they were just so much better. The issue was that they were just better than us. There isn't much to learn about that. That's the issue. They need to fix the matchmaking so that those 50-50 matches, like those close tight matches, happen way more often, because right now they are rare. They need to make it so that that happens more often, because those games are the games that are fun to play. Those are the games you have fun. You do not have fun getting absolutely stomped because the enemy team is just so much better. You don't have fun with that. That is not engaging. Also, on the topic of engagement, a lot of people think EOMM, aka engagement optimized matchmaking, is a thing in this game. I can tell you it is not, because if there was an engagement optimized matchmaking, I would feel engaged. That means maybe I would go 50-50 more. It means the games would be more close. There's nothing engaging about going on big loss streaks, because there's a lot of that in this game. Well, you get stomped every game, you feel completely powerless. Like, I want to win games, but I'm losing when I'm doing the best. Those days where I'm like cooking, I'm doing so well, are usually the days where I lose the most games. I'll be on an 8-game loss streak, even though I feel like I'm doing good. I'm having the best games of my life, but I'm losing. How does this happen? And that just sucks. There's nothing engaging about that. Sometimes I wish this game had engagement optimized matchmaking, because then that way I could get some engaging matchmaking, because there's nothing engaging about this. I don't want to go on another loss streak. Please, go on, please, bro. I don't want it. Number 3 is toxicity. I'm sure we all know this one very well. This game is very, very toxic. We run into a lot of people who are toxic. I mean, I don't think I've seen a single game where I've lost where toxicity hasn't occurred, whether it be in text chat or voice chat. Not a single game goes by where someone doesn't say, yo, you fucking suck. Yo, you're throwing slurs there, slur there. This game is incredibly toxic. Now, obviously, this is more of a community thing, but what can the game do? It can do more. Some things are obviously too far. I'm not saying we should become Overwatch where you're not even allowed to say the word fuck or anything like that. That would be extreme. Toxicity is always going to be a thing in these games. You can't really do much about it. But some toxicity is too far and shouldn't be allowed. They should be punished more heavily. If someone says a slur or something, or tells me to kill myself in this game, they will get like a 50-minute mute. Like, hey, that's not cool. Now you can't talk in game for 50 minutes. You really think that's gonna make them go, oh shit, I really gotta stop saying slurs now? No, they'll keep doing it. It's a slap on the wrist. It doesn't do anything. You need to punish them more heavily for it, which obviously takes me back to the previous thing of no enforcement of the rules, but this is one that they do enforce, just not enough. They need to punish them more heavily. I mean, if someone is being full-on racist to someone, I mean, they shouldn't be able to play the game, not mute. If you punish them hard enough, they'll learn that, okay, I can't do that. That's not cool, and they'll change. Let me tell you a story of back in Counter-Strike. This wasn't a voice chat thing, but I made a mistake. I killed my teammates. From my perspective, it was the right thing to do because he killed my teammate, right? He killed my friend, and he took his weapon. So I killed him back, took the weapon back, and gave it to my friend. This was just in my opinion. I had a right to do it. Now he reported me, and I then got a 30-day ban from the game. I couldn't play the game for 30 days. When I came back, and because I know how Counter-Strike works, if I got another one of those bans, it would be permanent. I would never be able to play the game again, and on my Steam account, it would say I had a game ban on record. This is obviously a big deal. From that moment on, I didn't touch a teammate. Not even as a joke with my friends. I wouldn't even knife them as a joke. And every time I accidentally did damage to my teammates, I would fucking panic. I'd be like, oh shit, what did I just do? Please don't ban me. That's how it works. I made a mistake by killing my teammate. The game punished me for it, and I never touched a teammate again. I learned the lesson. This is what Rivals needs to do. It needs to heavily punish people who do the things that you don't want them to be doing in your game so that they will stop doing them. People shouldn't be able to be racist and just say the most fucked up things in your video game. It's a kid's game, by the way, and people are allowed to slur and say the most fucked up things in your video game and you don't even punish them properly. This isn't right. You need to do better. The fourth biggest issue in Marvel Rivals is its performance. Now, this is not something that hits me personally. I upgraded my PC and got a really, really good one. So I consistently hit 240, but it's still, even though I have a crazy good PC now, I still dropped to like 100 FPS on the New York maps, you know, the ones that rebuild. My FPS goes to shit on those maps anyway, and I basically have a NASA computer, right? Not literally, but I have a really good PC. So the fact that I would drop to like 100 FPS in an instance like that, it's absurd. It should never happen. And I'm playing on the lowest graphics. It's absurd. You shouldn't need to have a NASA computer to be able to simply play the game, let alone have a good experience in the game. Some people actually can't even play the game. That's the biggest thing Overwatch has over Rivals right now. It's the performance. If I go to play Overwatch right now, I'd probably play with like 600 FPS. I'm not even exaggerating. I would have like 600 FPS on the max graphics. And in this game, I don't even get 300. This game needs to improve its performance so that more people can have access to playing it. I feel like a lot of people will play Overwatch purely because it has better performance. They might not even want to play Overwatch. They might not even like Overwatch more than Rivals, but purely because Overwatch has such good optimization, they play that over Rivals. This is the reason the game really needs to work on its performance, because it will help tremendously. I feel like they haven't really been focusing much on this since like the very beginning. There were a couple of updates in the beginning of the game where they would focus on performance, but since then they really haven't done any performance updates that I can think of. They need to do better in this regard. The fifth biggest issue in this game is advertising. I don't know if you've seen any of the ads for this game. They are quite horrendous. Allow me to play a couple of these ads right now to sort of show you what I'm talking about.
Someone's crazy dance bullseye. Let's go. Headshot. Ooh, shame. My mind matches. What's going on? Hey. Oh, it's Penny's trap. No! Another minefield? I'm not letting her get away with this. It's wrong. You mess with the wrong. God! Help! Why is she everywhere?
Tell me, would you say that these ads made you feel like you want to play the game? Like, man, this game looks interesting. I would like to try this game out. Or if you already play it, did it make you feel proud that this is a game that you play? Or did it make you feel ashamed? Yeah, this is the game I play. Oof. Or did it make you feel like it's not the kind of game you would want to play if you've never played it? Me personally, it makes me feel ashamed that I play it because these ads are horrible. This game does not do a good enough job of advertising its game in certain aspects, like just the normal ads that you might see on TikTok or on YouTube. A lot of the ads are not good enough, and they definitely could do better in this regard. Now, they do have high quality trailers, but I feel like with these specific ads that I'm talking about, I don't know how these are actual ads for this video game. They need to do better ads for the game because they don't do the game justice. This game is really fun, and the ads need to show that. People need to see the ads and go, oh my god, this game looks amazing, I would love to play this. The game is really cool. They just need to make ads that sort of align with that, because I don't feel like those ads do. Issue number 6 is the ban slots. Now, we've had the same amount of ban slots, 4 in total, 2 for each team, for way too long, ever since season 0. The issue is not the ban slots themselves, it's more you need to balance the game to not need more than 2 bans per team. In the current state of season 5.5, in my opinion, this is not the case. I feel like I need to ban so many things, but I only get given 2 ban slots. Now, if the balance was different, and there was only ever 2, max 3, like must-ban characters, then 2 ban slots is enough for each team. Like, that's fine. So the issue isn't the ban slots necessarily, it's how they balance the game. They haven't nerfed anything significant in a while. They've just been buffing things, so everything is just hard meta now. I want to ban like 50 different characters, but I just get 2 ban slots. So either give us more ban slots or start nerfing some shit so we don't need more ban slots. This is what needs to be fixed because it's getting out of hand. My current bans are Hela and Gambit. Sometimes we have a Gambit, so I'll ban Hela and Invis. Sometimes we have Gambit and Invis, so I ban Loki and Hela. You get the point. There's just so many things to ban. I need to ban Mantis, I need to ban Loki, I need to ban Gambit, I need to ban Hela. If we have a Hela, I need to ban them more, but I only have 2 ban slots. And also my team have other ideas. I might want to ban certain things, but my team might have different ideas, and we only get 2 ban slots to work around. So sometimes some things that I really want to get banned will left open. So one of 2 things needs to happen: give us more ban slots or balance the game to where we don't need more. This is what needs to happen. Problem number 7 is the map pool. I bet you didn't even know that was a thing. A while back, they removed 2 maps from the map pool. These maps are Shin Shibuya and Yggdrasil Path Domination. These 2 maps, I can't say I missed them too much. I do miss the Domination one a little bit. The Shin Shibuya one, please keep it out. But the actual issue I'm trying to talk about here is we need more maps. We haven't had a new map in quite some time. I don't know if they just decided to stop making them, but we've always needed more maps, and I always thought it was a weird decision to remove 2 maps when we need more of them. That was the issue. Personally, I don't want Shin Shibuya back, but it's better to have more maps. So I would say add both of those maps back, or just start making new maps, or do both. I just want more maps. I think this game could benefit from having more maps. Get a more varied experience, have more options. Also, I want to talk about Resource Rumble real quick. A lot of people hate it, and I don't know why. I've only played a handful of quick plays. Now, I'm not going to suggest we should add Resource Rumble to comp, because I seem to be the only one who doesn't mind it. It's not even like I love it or nothing. I just don't mind it. But what was the point of it? I think we might as well just remove it at this point. Everybody hates it in quick play, and they're not going to add it to comp, it seems. Might as well remove it, and maybe don't try to make new game modes, I guess. I'm curious if them adding Resource Rumble is something that stopped them from making new maps. I don't know. Maybe they're like, oh shit, people really hate this. Maybe we should just stop making maps. Maybe we should do something completely different. But don't do that, guys. We want more maps. I want something new. I'm going to add a bonus one, so this will be number 8. Make surrender votes unanimous. I know a lot of people are not going to agree to this. People won't like it. Here's the thing. I'm not a loser. I'm a winner. I do not quit. I refuse to quit. My entire team wants to surrender. I say, fuck you guys. We play. The game's not over. We can win this. Let's go. The number 1 most frustrating thing in the entire game to me is when my game gets surrendered against my will because it's not unanimous anymore. If I'm the only one who says no, the game gets surrendered. Every time this happens, I alt F4, or I at least want to. It depends on when it happens. I've had it happen 2 games in a row once. That's when I absolutely alt F4 and said, fuck this shit. It's the most frustrating thing ever. Surrendering is not in my DNA. I have never hit F5, which is the saying yes to surrender. And I never will. It goes against everything I stand for. Every single part of my DNA tells me to not surrender and never give up. And so when my team surrenders my game against me, it's the most frustrating thing of all time. I know this is not something other people want, but please, let me hold my team hostage. I want to instill a bit of winner mentality into them. I want to tell them, no, we can win this. I'm always the guy that does that. I always say, come on guys, don't surrender. We can win this. And that's something I hate. When that surrender vote pops up nowadays, I actually have to convince my team, like, wait, guys, come on, no. Don't be drastic. Don't be rash. We can do this, guys. We can win. No, I don't want to have to convince them. I want to just be able to say, no, bam, done. Discussion over. We don't surrender. I've said no, that means we don't surrender. Simple as that. Now, thankfully, this doesn't happen super often. Thankfully, the game isn't completely filled with losers who want to give up at the sign of any hurdle, so it doesn't happen a crazy amount. But if it happened any more often, I might honestly play a different game. I'm normally calm and not super angry. That's one of those things where I just can't help it. It just goes against everything I stand for. It attacks me personally. Everything I stand for, I just can't. It really, really enrages me when my game gets surrendered, because basically by extension, I have surrendered. Even though I didn't say yes, it's the same thing. I'm on the team. We're a team. We lose together and we surrender together, even if I didn't say yes. And so it feels awful. I don't like it. So I wanted to add it there because it's the thing I feel the most passionate about. I want it to go, even if other people might not agree with me. I want to be able to say no and have that choice of like, I'm not going to surrender the game. We are going to keep playing, because I've won a lot of games like that. Before they made the change, I had a game where every single person on my team, I'm not even joking, every single one of them said yes to surrendering. I said no. We went on to win the game. I motivated them. I said, hey guys, come on, we can win this. And they were super toxic, screaming at each other the whole game. And I still told them, no guys, it's fine. We win this. And I clicked no, and we won the game. I can never do that again. If I have a team full of losers, they will quit. They will give up because things are hard. Please change this. Those were my 7 things that need to change so that this game doesn't die in 2026. Let me know what you thought of them. If you disagree with any of them, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, leave a like, notifications, and all of that stuff. Feel free to follow me at twitch.tv/relic, watch me live, or come over there and tell me I'm an idiot for all of these 7 points. Thank you for watching my video. Goodbye.